Yeah, still on introduction. We are on to getting to know V-Ray and then how to go by the way of Chaos Cosmos and your material settings in V-Ray and then to how to source your materials, your V-Ray materials in Revit. So let's quickly and some more other things added to it. So let's quickly slide in into the thing properly. So thank you and welcome. Yeah, once you have finished installing your V-Ray 6, before I introduce all these tabs, this is what I will first introduce us to: asset editor. Asset editor. So here in asset editor, previously I have loaded in PBR materials. These are just PBR materials. They are not very for Revit materials. So coming down to this watch, um, as new as you have installed your uh, V-Ray for Revit 6, here you will find that you should go, you will find the button here that you should go to Chaos Cosmos uh, to download the materials that ought to be available here. But meanwhile, in V-Ray 5, um, the button is here for you to download the materials that will be here. So if you first installed V-Ray 5 and then you download the materials, you click on download here. I think it is the material is 3.36 gig. If you download it, then the materials will appear here. So, and after downloading it, once the materials have appeared here, go to your C. You can see this is my C program file, scales group, V-Ray for Revit. Then make sure you copy this, and this first three. Copy it out to a separate folder so that you will save it for future use. So now, and then as for V-Ray 6 user, you will find that you should click a button here that will take you to Chaos Cosmos, and then on you getting to Chaos Cosmos, you will download the materials one by one, not as a whole as it is in V-Ray 5. For V-Ray 5, what you will find here, the tab you will find here is that you should download. You will find giving you information that you should download. Once you click on it, a tab will appear and then you click on download and it will download. Even if your system is down or you don't have no battery on your system anymore, or your internet connection cuts off and you reconnected, it will continue from where it stopped. The download will continue from where it stopped. So again, once the download is done and the materials appear here, go into your C, go into this PC, C program file, scales group, V-Ray. You'll be clicking on it until you arrive here, and V-Ray for evidence. These 4 3, make sure you copy them out and save them in a separate folder. Those of you who will install V-Ray 5 from let's go to download link. Wait, let me connect to internet. So let's wait for that, and then or you will download V-Ray 4 from downloadly.net.ir. You will download V-Ray 4. I think V-Ray 4, the materials come with it without you needing to download it. So let's go to download. I think let's check on this. This is it. So let's wait for it. So you download V-Ray for Revit 4 on that website. I think 4.10, and I think the materials comes with it. So once you download that, once you install the Revit, it's the same process you will install V-Ray 5. It's the same process you will install V-Ray 6. The same installation settings. So once you are done with the 4, and then you enable your V-Ray from this tab. See, this is disabled. You have enable here before this tab will come alive. So once you click on enable on V-Ray 4, and you click on your asset editor, go to your asset editor, you will find all the materials here. The materials will be here. So what you need to do is that go to this place, copy these 3 things. Now, you know, in V-Ray 4 you don't need to download those materials, but in V-Ray 5 you will download those materials. You download the materials as a whole, but in V-Ray 6 you will be downloading the materials one by one as per your need. But the difference is that the materials in V-Ray 4 are 2K. Their resolutions are 2000 by 2000 pixels, and 2048 by 2048 pixels. But the ones in V-Ray 5 and V-Ray 6 are 4K resolutions. So that means they are 1496 by 1496. So, but if you still want to go with the 2K is still okay, which is V-Ray materials in V-Ray 4.10. Once, like I said, once you have completely installed it and you open your asset editor, the materials will be here. So you just need to go to your this PC program files, chaos group, V-Ray for Revit 4. That means it will be the first V-Ray you will install. So you will find these 3 files. Please make sure you copy them into a separate folder. So once you copy them into a separate folder, and your goal is that you want to use V-Ray 6. So when you install V-Ray 6, and because what I'm using now is V-Ray 6, you see there is no materials. Now what you will need to do is that, because you won't find these 3 inside your V-Ray 6, so that means you will uninstall that V-Ray 4 and install V-Ray 6. Once you install V-Ray 6, you won't find all these 3 there. So what you now do is that the ones you have copied to a separate folder, you will now copy them back into your V-Ray 6 on your PC. So you follow this procedure again. from this PC to program files, chaos group, V-Ray for Revit. So now you copy it here. So once you copy it here, then you go to your asset editor. Now when you get to your asset editor, then you come here, you open this folder, you go to your this PC, and go to programs, program files, chaos group, then V-Ray for Revit. Then you click on this select folder. So you see your materials will appear. You click if you want it to list it variably. So here it lists all, but if you want to list it variably. So once you click on the brick, it will only list the bricks here for you. So now let me remove it. Close. So back to, if you are thinking that those processes are too long for you, and you have installed V-Ray 6 and you want to use V-Ray 6 materials. So you know I said earlier that there will be a tab here that will lead you to go into Chaos Cosmos. So, but the tab is not here because I've been using V-Ray 6. I'm not new to it. So this is Chaos Cosmos being opened. And before you can use Chaos Cosmos, you need to sign in. So if I sign out, I don't want to sign out, but here, as fresh as you are, as a V-Ray for Revit fresh user, you will see the option to sign in. Once you click the option to sign in, it will open your browser, take you to their website. Then you continue with your Gmail, just like when you want to install V-Ray 6 on their website, on Chaos Group website. So once you continue with your Gmail or do your formal registration and completed it, then it will automatically sign you in here. And probably you might have an issue or an encounter with update. It might say you should update your Chaos Cosmos. But meanwhile, while you want to update, make sure you shut down your antiviruses, even if it is Windows Defender, shut them down. And then you come here, you go to About, then you see the options for you to update. You see Cosmos browser is up to date. That is mine. It's up to date. So, and once you update, it will reload all these things. These are what I have downloaded from there. The assets, the components I have downloaded from there. As for the materials, you go here. You see this is the materials. So, these are the only materials I downloaded there. Okay, fine. Let me go to this tile. So I have downloaded them. So if you want to see all assets or all materials, then you come here. Click on all assets. So these are all the materials available. So if you want to look at them one after the other, so let me just go to these tiles. So I am already at tiles. So, and the one I downloaded is this. So if I want to use it in Asset Editor, I will just click on this swatch. Don't on this. I'll just click on this swatch. So you see, it's come up here. It has appeared here. As you can see it, it has appeared here. So that is how you will be downloading each. If it is wall paint you want to use, walls, you see walls. So these are stucco. Let's go for these are wallpapers. Let's go for emotion. This is worldwide stucco. This is plaster irregular. This is plaster white. And if you just want to use wall paint fine, this one is just emulsion. So you will download it and then you will swatch it in. So this is its size. Let me download. So now import. So you have it here. And the best thing is that as you have downloaded it, it's already in your this folder. Let's go to documents. You have a folder here, Chaos Cosmos. It will create it automatically. You are not the one to create it. Then under your packages, you have 3D models. All the 3D models you will download so far will be in here, and all the materials you have downloaded so far will also be in here. You see, this is fabric, this is tiles, this is walls. So this is the one I just downloaded. So this is it. So you have its preview here. So that is just it. Then for all other things, whether it is component, it is 3D model, you want to download 3D models. So probably vegetations, and I can change to I can change it to downloaded the ones I have downloaded. Once you have downloaded it, you can load it into your project. In the future content of this tutorial, in more series of these tutorials, you will see how I will use Chaos Cosmos vegetations and how I will load it into my project. So let's minimize this, and then let's go to why is this not coming up? Okay, it's coming up now. So then you go here, search V-Ray, enter. So this is it. Click on V-Ray. So you have it here. So you can, okay, this one is for Revit. You can download this V-Ray 4 here. If you don't want to download V-Ray 5 and start to download 3 point something big V-Ray materials, you can download this for the materials come with it automatically. But just follow the process I have explained if you feel that you want to use V-Ray 6. So I will still show us on how to download V-Ray 6. So you will see it, you know how to download and how to install it, how to license it. It is the same process with how to install V-Ray 5. So I think that is that on this. So the next thing is introduction to the tab. This is where you will click to see your render production. Render production is used for final rendering. Render interactive is used for you to see how interactive your renderings are. To see how interactive, you keep updating parameters in Revit, you keep updating geometries, anything you updated in Revit, and then you have assigned V-Ray materials to them. When you click on Render Interactive, you'll be seeing them in real time. They will be updating. So this V-Ray Vision is very powerful. If you don't have a gaming laptop that is high-end, don't use it. To make your system lag. Renders in clouds, if you want to, I think there is a free, maybe 20 free renders in cloud you can do. So you can send your Revit views, Revit camera views, that means 3D views. You can send it to Render Cloud, and then they will render it, Revit will render it for you. So, and then connect to Chaos Vantage. Chaos Vantage is for making animations through using V-Ray. So here is where you pick your 3D views which you want to render in V-Ray. So if I want to render this now, it's already set to 3D view 2. So, and this is VFB. So this is my VFB, V-Ray frame buffer. You see, as you can see, there is a rendering there already. So at these options, you go to history. Make sure before you start your rendering, you do this. Please choose a folder. You will have created a folder for this. Let me just choose any folder from here. So select, then you click auto, then you save. So you double click that side when you see these arrows appear. So, and this will open. So because this render has been done before I do that settings, so this render will not be stored here, nor will be stored in the folder I have created that I added here in the history. So close. So what I will just do is to add this to here, and then you see it is there already. So now that is that, and then you will have this here too for post-production in VFB, in V-Ray frame buffer. So when you watch further tutorials, you will understand these things more, how I explain these aspects. So, and then this is for setting your qualities, the low, your rendering qualities from low to high plus. You will know further when you watch other series of this tutorial course and class. You will know the one which I use. This is where you can edit and set your resolution. You know, as higher your resolution is, and higher the realism of your rendering, the sharpness, the quality, and so on and so forth. So, and then you can also choose DPI for it, the depth at which you want the rendering to calculate each aspect of making the picture clearer. So, and then leave it at this one, just leave it at crop region. So, and then this one, if it is you are rendering for printer, you want to render for printing purposes, so you click this one. This is just for screen purposes. Pixels is for screen purposes, that you can look at it on your system, on your laptop, on your TV screens. So, but if you want to print, so you change to here. So it will convert whatever your pixel is, it will convert it into inches. So now, that is that for that. Artificial light, this one does not really have, you just click it on and off. It means your artificial light from Revit. So you want your artificial light to on while you are rendering. So you just click this, like this, artificial lights on. When you click again, you say artificial lights off. This is light gen. If you want to generate different types of lightings according to the settings of lightings you have made. When you watch series of video further, you will see how where I explain lightings. So, and once you generate it according to your settings, you'll be able to pick the one that suits you. But meanwhile, if you want to use it, you have to be connected to the internet. So this is VRaySon. You will know it further while I am setting it, and you can choose to dome light. You will know it further and see in the series, in other series of this tutorial video, you will get to understand it. I have talked about asset editor, appearance manager too. You will know it further while I'll be using it. Basically, it is for you to use it to override Revit materials in using V-Ray materials. So place decals, we won't go there now. I did not do anything on it, but it is majorly for using picture. You take picture, you place it on face or on the floor. On this level is on the floor if you want to place it on the floor. So on this face, if you want to place it on the wall or picture, you load it in. So this is exposure. These are camera settings, exposure, and so on and so forth. These settings, if it's for daylight, it is okay like this. If you want to do a daylight rendering. So, and for settings, this is where you do your render settings and so on and so forth. In further series of this video tutorial, you will see how I do it. So that is that. And thank you. Yeah. Thanks for learning today's tutorial. Thanks for learning so far. Thanks for your patience and then your learning, and then we'll see you in the next tutorial series. So don't forget, join, like, and follow us. These are our social handles. And God bless. See you in the next tutorial series.